Hi, Bobbi. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home today to talk to us as a part of Livestrong's Stronger Women series.
Oh, my pleasure.
So there's so much we want to ask you about. You famously started your Bobbi Brown cosmetic line in 1991 with $5,000 of your own dollars. You recently launched your own new wellness line, Evolution 18. What made you want to create these new supplements?
You know, as a makeup artist for so many years, I dealt with women's skin, and I really learned early on that if you take good care of yourself from the inside out, your skin looks a lot better. You know, I worked with so many models, and the girls that actually were health nuts and took care of themselves, they just looked much better than the girls that were party girls and didn't. So as a makeup artist, it was really interesting to me to understand what makes a person healthy and makes their skin look good. So these products were really based on my love of health on the inside, beauty on the outside.
So how do you feel that this fits into that larger trend of beauty and wellness?
You know, I find it really exciting and almost a little bit funny that now it's a trend. The beauty world and the wellness world is melding together. I've always believed it to be so, and I've always practiced it. And I think that it's exciting that now the public will get to really understand how you could live a better life by not only looking better, but by feeling better, because it really does go hand in hand.
That's great. Yeah, we noticed that edible collagen and probiotics are in your new supplements.
Yes.
So edible collagen is one of those things. Livestrong named it as a trend for 2018. When did you first find out about it, and how did it come to your attention?
Well, I've known about collagen for years because I would always hear stories of my grandmother making soup from the bones, and you know, whether it was chicken soup or beef soup, that's the collagen that was really, you know, made the soup really good for you. And then years later, I saw collagen in protein powder, so I started trying it, and I noticed big differences, not just with my skin, but with digestion, with my joints. The point of difference of the collagen shakes that we made, they're blends. Like, I'm not calling them blends, but I've basically created great tasting products that all you have to do is put water in it. Because often you buy a collagen powder or you buy a whey powder, and there's no taste. So I wanted to create for the best amount of calories, have the healthiest thing that actually tastes delicious, even with water.
Where do you go online to look for inspiration?
You know, right now I'm following a lot of great chefs and great foodies that are making these delicious, healthy things. So I'm paleo. I don't eat grains very often, so I need more recipes. So literally I just go and I search under the hashtag, you know, grain-free, especially grain-free bread. That's my favorite thing. Clean Food Dirty City is one of my favorites. She is a nutritional chef, and she takes all these great pictures, you know, head down.
How do you fit in time for workouts, or what's your favorite workout to do?
I schedule workouts. I need to exercise. If I don't exercise, I feel stuck, and my brain doesn't work so well. And I always like to change things up. I'm a huge walker, so I have my iPhone, and you know, I always make sure that I walk between 10 or 12,000 steps a day.
Great.
I listen to books on tape. I'm actually studying to be a health coach at IIN, so I'm listening to some of those. But I also love hip-hop music, so I kind of go between the two.
Excellent. So when you think about balance, do you think that balance is possible? And if so, are there certain things that you just need to deprioritize and kind of lessen in your life when you're looking for that?
I think there's no such a thing as balance, but it's important to strive for it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. I need to schedule some more time to get massages, a body scrub, a facial, whatever, you know, I could do. That's almost like giving back, because sometimes I realize I'm always outpouring, and I'm not, and my tank is empty, and I'm not filling back. So that's something I'm working on.
You've had a great family. You've run a number of different businesses and companies, and been a part of, you know, so many different websites. Is there something in your life that you haven't done that you'd really love to do?
Well, I haven't met the Queen. I mean, I'm sorry. I've done Meghan Markle's makeup, but I did not get invited to the royal wedding. But I don't know what, you know what, I'm open for things. I've had some incredible experiences, met great people. I've, you know, had parties in my honor at all 3 embassies, you know, in the UK, France, and in China. Like, I had a film by Bruce Weber done on me. So I've had these incredible experiences. I'm not done. I know there's other things that I couldn't even imagine I'm sure I'll experience.
Great. Was there an age of yours where you needed a little bit more motivation or inspiration? And if you could go back to yourself at that time, what would you say to her?
Well, I would say either at 14 or at 60, which I'm 61 now. 60 was when I left the company. I left the company and turned 60. And, you know, that's a big number. You know, it's not, you thought 40 was big, you thought 50 was big. And I'm sure 70 is going to be bigger and 80. But you turn 60, you're like, okay, I could have done anything. And what I would tell her is chill, relax, you could do whatever you want. Because I didn't know what I was going to do.
So it's about getting that confidence and just believing in yourself.
And believing in myself, but also in a weird way. I'm not like super spiritual, but you have to believe in the universe. And you have to just go out there and be positive and try things.
Is there a last message that you want to tell the women and men out there?
Well, my message is always the same. You know, be optimistic and don't be afraid to try things, and don't ever, you know, put yourself down and think something's a failure. But mostly stop thinking about it, just do it. Just act on things.
Bobbi, thank you so much for talking with us today and inviting us into your home.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Bobbi Brown, and you're watching livestrong.com.